And more than that, we have Rick Surrency, the leader of our educational people here in Putnam County. How are you?
Good morning, Roger.
Superintendent of schools, I should say. Good to see you.
You too.
You look dapper. Every time you come in, you look better and better, dapper and dapper.
His wife lays his clothes.
Is that what she does?
I sleep in my suit, so
yeah,
I'm ready.
Just to be ready.
Just so you can jump out and run at the heartbeat. All right, we have a school board meeting today. I understand we're getting all excited about possibly renaming the football.
Yes.
The field.
The field. Let me clarify. Not the stadium.
The field.
The football stadium where Palatka High plays, Veterans Memorial Stadium, is the school board will consider renaming the field or naming the field after two former coaches who are icons in this community. That's Billy Bennett and Willard Cooper. And just a short history lesson, both of those gentlemen represent Palatka Central High School and Palatka South High School back in the 60s and 70s. And when those two schools came together to make Palatka High School, those two gentlemen helped really forge that partnership between those two schools. So, and they joined together and coached at Palatka High School. So,
so what would the name potentially be?
Well, it would be...
We're hypothetical now.
Hypothetical if the board approves it. I'm assuming it would be Bennett Cooper Stadium.
Field.
Cooper Bennett, or I'm sorry, Field. Thanks for clarifying that. Or whichever order they prefer.
I didn't,
that sounds like a straw poll to me.
I didn't even get here. I got here in the 80s, so I didn't know Coach Cooper. I know Coach Bennett very well.
Right.
And I asked him one day where the blankets were, and he looked at me. I said, I know that you tucked every blade of grass into that field, into a bed at night. Meticulous care of that football field.
Wow.
I'm kid you not. I think that he had blankets for every blade of grass, and he'd go by and tuck it in at night.
That's a whole lot of blankets.
It is a whole lot of blankets.
That's a whole lot of tucking.
I know it is.
Maybe we should call it Tuck Field.
Well, no. It has every right to be named after these two coaches.
Well, Coach Bennett, I know him well too, and he has a green thumb.
Yes, he does. I've been buying tomatoes from him for years.
Yes, but both gentlemen took care of that field and made our athletic program what it is today.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, very
so
nice.
Again, that's up to the school board, but I hope it all turns out well.
I ought to. I'd be most surprised if they didn't.
Be a good day for our community.
It'd be a great day.
Yeah.
Always have good days for our community.
Hey, we're also going to be having a presentation from our Director of Career and Technical Education, Renee Huff. Today she's going to present to our school board some of our career tech programs that are being offered new this year and some existing ones, but particularly the industrial manufacturing program that we're working with GP on. And I've mentioned that before. That's one where we are starting to train kids for jobs where they can go to work at GP or
more Votech wise.
Absolutely.
Not everybody, and I'm telling you.
Not
everybody's made for that 4-year degree, brother.
Oh, you're right.
They're just not. They want to go, get trained, get a good year of training under their belt, go into an apprenticeship and start making money.
Absolutely.
That's my son. He wants to just make money. He doesn't care.
Yeah, we want kids to get jobs when they get out of school or go to college, one of the two. But
Rick, can this board meeting be seen live on TV?
it could be seen live or on
YouTube.
On YouTube.
YouTube, right.
All you got to do is go to Putnam Schools TV. When you go to YouTube, it's simple, man. Just type in you, and trust me, the way Google is right now, it'll fill in the rest. And then when you go to search, just go at Putnam Schools TV, and boom, there it'll be.
Yep.
What time?
3:30.
3:30.
We have a couple of workshops before then, and then
Now, are those open to the public?
yes.
Okay.
But the public can't have input. It's strictly just the board discussing things, and they can't take action. But at 2 o'clock, we'll have a workshop on the Edge High School, the charter school, and they'll be discussing some items related to that school. And then there'll be a financial workshop at 3 o'clock, a very short workshop. The other thing I want to mention too, the board is considering an offer, if you read the paper today, on the purchase of the Campbell building.
We can't. Marcia takes the paper from us.
So again,
I did see part of the articles.
right. So again, they'll be discussing that, whether they take action or not. That'll be one of the items, that.
Yeah, there's been some hot topics, discussions about that in the paper. So we'll see what the school board does today.
Yeah. I know they'll do the right thing, and we want to make sure whatever happens in that building that it's going to be useful, and
How much goes with that building? Does all of the property go with that?
No, the field is not part of that property.
All right, I didn't think so, but a lot of people seem to think it was.
Yeah, the Kiwanis, or I think it's Kiwanis Field.
Rotary.
Thank you, the Rotary Field. I know it was named after one of them.
That was a mysterious voice from somewhere.
Rotary Field.
Thank you, Tony. The Rotary Stadium, Rotary Field, which I coached a many a baseball game out there, but
Spent
that
many
is
hour out there.
that is not part of the school board property.
I just want to make that clear because I had some people say we can't lose that ball field. Well, I thought it didn't. I didn't think it went.
Well, I know the neighbors in that area, the South Historic District, are very concerned to make sure that property is used in a meaningful way, and it goes along with the rest of that neighborhood. I certainly appreciate that. So
It'd be nice to be. I believe they would bring some jobs into the area too. Am I correct?
yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
If that goes through, and anything we can do to revive and enliven our community.
And make jobs.
Absolutely.
There you go. In closing,
Yeah, in closing, kids are out for the summer.
Oh,
Good
boy.
time to work on that fitness, but
It is good. Get out and do some exercise.
and when you come back from running or working out, pick up a book and read.
yeah, but first wash your hands.
Wash your hands, right?
Wash your hands,
and
wash
your
your
face.
face. Yeah, wash your face. Any
Every-
parent would say that.
You've been
Oh.
out of school, what, 2 weeks now, 3 weeks? You should have finished your book by now.
Yeah.
How many do they really want you to read? About 7, don't they, over the summer?
And that's not many.
Well, the kids, they have these Sunshine State readers out there, and there's really good chapter books. Maybe not a lot of pictures, but a lot of reading, good reading, so that will
And
certainly.
they're not 3,000 pages long like
Right.
some have been known to read.
I've only read a few books like that.
Well, they're very engaging. They have topics kids love.
Yeah.
So, go to your library, pick up a book.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Go funatputnam.com.
Go get your library card first.
That too. Rick, thanks for being with us. It's amazing.
Always a pleasure.
Always good to have you.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping in right now. It's 47 minutes
See you guys
past.
later.
These. You don't have to run off. We're still.